Hey guys, this is Nirmal here for Technique, and today we'll be comparing two mid-range smartphones, the hugely popular Asus Zenfone 5 with the recently released the Nokia Lumia 730. So these two phones are mid-range phones and have a similar kind of specs. So quite a lot of readers have been asking us to compare these two devices. So let's go ahead and analyze these two devices and see which is better value for money in this price point. So first up, let's have a quick look at the specs of these two devices. So first up, the Asus Zenfone 5. So Zenfone 5 was first announced in India in July, and it went on sale pretty quickly on Flipkart. And then it comes with a 5-inch HD display. It has a Intel Atom dual core processor. It has 2 GB RAM. So first of its kind on a smartphone that 2 GB is being offered below the price of 10K in India. And it has 8 GB and 16 GB internal storage options, and it also has the micro SD card support. So it initially came with Android 4.3 Jelly Bean along with the Zen UI, and a couple of months back Asus rolled out the Android KitKat update, that's a 4.4 update. And it also has the 8 megapixel camera rear camera and a 2 megapixel front camera, and that's the spec aspect. It has a 2100 milliamp hour battery powering the device. Now coming on to the Lumia 730, this has a 4.7-inch HD display. It's powered by Snapdragon 400 quad-core processor with 1 GB of RAM. It has a 6.7 megapixel rear camera, and along with that a 5 megapixel front camera for selfies. So this is basically a selfie smartphone, and along with that it also has Windows Phone 8.1 and a 2200 milliamp hour battery powering this device. So that was the spec aspect of the Lumia 730. It also comes with 8 GB internal storage and expandable micro SD card up to 128 GB. So that is the spec aspect. Now let's go ahead and see the detailed comparison. So let's first analyze the design and build quality of these two smartphones. So now design wise, the Asus Zenfone 5 is really good, and it stands out of the competition with this unique design. As you can see here, it has a really great finishing at the bottom, the 3 capacitive touch buttons, the Asus branding, and a curved back panel which has a matte finish. There is chrome finishing on the buttons, and overall this looks like a pretty good device, and the build quality is really good. So all in all, the Asus Zenfone 5 is a pretty decently designed device in the budget category or probably the mid-range segment, and comes with really good build quality. So overall we are pretty happy with the Asus Zenfone 5. It has really good feel when using, and the overall quality looks really good. Now moving on to the Lumia 730. This Lumia 730 has the typical design of any other Nokia phone. Now you can see the curved sides and the flat top and bottom. That reminds us of the Nokia Lumia 920 which was released a couple of years back. So overall there isn't anything really new in the design, but it does have a really good design, and it's pretty easy to hold because it's a 4.7-inch display, and it's pretty compact than the Asus Zenfone 5. And overall the quality of material, the polycarbonate rear panel is really good. So talking about the design and build quality, we can't really say one device is better than the other, because both these devices are really good in terms of quality, and the design is also pretty decent. So all in all, we can say that both the devices have pretty decent design and have come with really good build quality. Now moving on to the display, both the devices sports an HD display. The Asus Zenfone 5 comes with a 5-inch display, while the Lumia 730 comes with a 4.7-inch display. Now the display quality of these two devices are really good. Even the Asus Zenfone 5 has really good capabilities, but on the other hand the Lumia 730 has slight edge over the Asus Zenfone 5 in terms of the display quality, probably because of the clear black technology on the Lumia 730. The display is really sharp and vibrant, and even more colorful to use than the Asus Zenfone 5. But having said that, the Asus Zenfone 5 is not poor, because it's really good display in this price point, because there is a lot of price difference between the Lumia 730 and the Asus Zenfone 5. So for that price, the Asus Zenfone 5 display is really good. Zenfone 5 also has an issue that it's slightly reflective when used in sunlight. So the Lumia 730 has an advantage because it has the clear black technology. Along with that, there is also sunlight readability and also glove mode. So these two additional features make the display on the Lumia 730 slightly better than the Asus Zenfone 5. So overall both the displays are really good, but we would be inclined to choose the Lumia 730 here because of the clear back technology, making the display really vibrant and sharp. Now moving on to the software and the performance side. The Asus Zenfone 5 runs Android 4.3 Jelly Bean, but now we have the KitKat variant on it, and you can see that this runs the Asus custom UI called Zen UI. So we have already talked about Zen UI a lot of times on our channel. So this is one of the best implementations of Android, the custom UI. So you can see that a beautiful notification center, a lot of tons of features included, and you can see the UI is really smooth and really performing. The 2 GB of RAM along with the Intel Atom dual core processor really gives superior performance, and we didn't see any sort of lag or any issues while using this UI. And it also has lots of added features which is seldom found on the core Android. So in that aspect, the Asus Zenfone 5 is really good, and overall performance is really good. Now coming on to the gaming experience, again this 5-inch HD display is really good for gaming, but after the Android KitKat update, couple of games have started crashing on this device. We are not really sure whether it's got to do with the Zen UI with the KitKat, but overall the gaming experience has been really good. Now again, the software, as I said, is one of the best implementations on an Android smartphone. So overall the Zen UI provides really good performance, and along with that the Intel Atom dual core processor along with 2 GB of RAM is really snappy. Now moving on to the Lumia 730, this runs Windows Phone 8.1. That's the latest update from Microsoft. Along with that, it has the quad-core Snapdragon 400 processor, which is a tried and tested processor with 1 GB of RAM. So the overall feature set has been updated. Now more or less Windows Phone does catch up with Android in terms of features. It has this beautiful notification center, a lot of new features added. There is support for VPN, there is apps like the data sense, storage sense, there is Wi-Fi sense, you have the ability to block calls. We have quiet hours, driving mode, so lots of things are included in the Windows Phone 8.1, and it does make Windows Phone competitive when compared to the Android as well. Regarding the performance, we already seen that Windows Phone is really good performer even with the dual core processor. So with the quad-core Snapdragon 400 processor, the performance is really snappy, and there is absolutely no lag or issues, and overall the performance is really good on the Lumia 730. So in the software and performance side, we can't really choose one because both these devices have different OS, and it's your personal choice to choose whether you want an Android or a Windows Phone. But performance side, both these devices are really cool, and absolutely stunning performance they provide without any lag, and even the gaming experience is very good on both these devices, except for the fact that few games do crash on the Asus Zenfone 5, probably because of the Zen UI. But the gaming performance is really good on the Lumia 730. So all in all, performance and software, both these devices are really good. Now moving on to the camera on these two smartphones, so which is one of the important criteria we consider when buying a new smartphone. So the Asus Zenfone 5 comes with an 8 megapixel camera with LED flash, and Asus calls this camera the Pixel Master camera, and there is also front facing 2 megapixel camera for selfies. So let's just see the interface. So the Zenfone 5 comes with a really good interface. It's a feature-rich interface. We have talked about this a lot of times, and it has lots of features to offer. You can see that there are lots of modes. If you want to customize, we have lots of filters as well. So you can see these filters. You can also have lots of options to choose from. Here you can record videos in 1080p. You have self timer, burst mode, then you have additional filters included. So overall, it's a really feature-rich camera. So now coming on to the photo quality, when we tested the camera, when we reviewed the device, we found that the camera does perform really good and does produce really good images with the 8 megapixel shooter. But the problem with the Asus Zenfone 5 is the colors are not that good. It's not really sharp. The colors do tend to change based on the sunlight, so a lot of criteria goes into that. So overall the photo quality is good, but not really the best among the mid-range smartphones. But having said that, the Pixel Master camera does offer pretty good set of options, and the overall camera quality is pretty decent. Now moving on to the Lumia 730. So this sports a 6.7 megapixel camera. That's lower megapixel when compared to the Asus Zenfone 5. But this has a Nokia camera, which is a really popular app. So we have this interface to choose a lot of options too. So if we consider the features that included in the camera, the Asus Zenfone 5 probably wins here because lots of features like the modes, the filters, the effects, a lot of things are included in the Pixel Master camera. But in the Nokia camera, or probably the Lumia camera, which is called right now, does offer a good set of options, but there are no filters or effects included in this camera, but overall the camera performance, the app performance is really good. Now talking about the photo quality, the Lumia 730, we have talked about this camera in our review. It's a really good camera in the mid-range and produces really good shots. So Nokia has been known for really good camera qualities, and that is truly reflected on the Lumia 730. Even though this is not a pure view camera, it does produce really great shots. Even the 5 megapixel front facing wide angle camera is also really good for selfies, and coupled with the selfie app, it does produces a lot of effects as well. So all in all, we would definitely choose the 6.7 megapixel camera on the Lumia 730 over the Asus Zenfone 5 camera, the Pixel Max camera, in terms of the overall quality. Now moving on to the battery life, which is one of the most important aspects we consider when buying a smartphone. So the Asus Zenfone 5 comes with a 2110 mAh battery, while the Lumia 730 comes with a 2200 mAh battery. So the battery capacity is almost similar, so nothing to choose based on the battery capacity. But the main issue with the Asus Zenfone has been its battery. When we tested or reviewed the Asus Zenfone 5, we found that the battery capacity was really poor, and probably we are not really sure whether it has to do with the Intel Atom processor or with the software optimization. But the overall the battery performance on the Asus Zenfone 5 is really poor, and we struggle to get a day of usage with the Asus Zenfone 5. But having said that, things are slightly improved with the Android KitKat update, but there hasn't been much improvement to make it a really good battery smartphone. But on the other hand, the Lumia 730 has a really good battery life. When we tested, we found that it's easy to get 1 day of usage with the battery, and if you are a normal user with not too much 3G usage or gaming, we can definitely get 1.5 day of usage. So in the battery capacity and the battery performance, the Lumia 730 wins. So if you're looking for a better battery experience, then obvious choice is the Lumia 730. Now summing up, which one is better device to buy? So Asus Zenfone 5 is priced 9,999 for the 8GB variant and 12,999 for the 16GB variant, and it's still cheaper than the 8GB variant of the Lumia 730, which is priced at 14.5k. So if you're on a tight budget, probably the best choice is the Asus Zenfone 5, because there is a 4 to 4.5k difference between these two smartphones. Secondly, if you're looking to buy a smartphone based on the OS, then probably again the Android wins, because of the app ecosystem on the Android is much superior than the Lumia 730. And if you're not looking to buy a smartphone based on the OS, and if you're okay with Windows Phone, then we would definitely suggest you to pick the Lumia 730, because it has a really good display, a superior display than the Asus Zenfone 5. It has a really good camera and better battery life than the Asus Zenfone 5. But all these come for a pricing of around 4k higher than the 8GB variant of Zenfone 5. But the overall experience, we would say, is really good on the Lumia 730. So now it's up to you to decide whether you want a budget friendly phone or really feature rich device with a great camera and the battery life. So if you're looking for a device in the budget category, probably the Asus Zenfone 5 makes sense. And if your primary objective is better camera and the battery life, then the Lumia 730 is the better choice. So that is a detailed comparison of the Asus Zenfone 5 with the Lumia 730. Hope you liked this video, and if you have any specific questions on this comparison, you can just drop a comment and we'll be glad to help you out with your queries. If you like this video, do hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos like this. And finally, thanks for watching this video.